Hey guys, it's me, Dave, and welcome back to the second week of building Scarif. As you can kind of see behind me, I got a really awesome package. I was so excited. I knew the second I saw this package outside of my door, I knew exactly what it was. The 2017 LEGO Star Wars winter sets, the continuing Rogue One LEGO Star Wars sets. We saw pictures of them online. I'm so excited that I have them. I've already started building a couple of the sets. Very exciting. So I'm sure a lot of you are thinking immediately like, are these available in stores? Rushes out to Toys R Us, Walmart, Target, wherever you buy your Lego. That's your immediate response. Let me save you the trip to Toys R Us, okay? They're not available in North America yet. And when I say that, I mean if you live in the United States, Canada, or Mexico, you won't be able to buy these sets in store or online, at least in the US or in North America, kind of online, until March. And the reason being that is because of the Lego Batman movie. This is not the first time Lego Star Wars sets have been pushed to March. This is the second time, or even the third time, I think. This same type of thing happened with the Lego movie when it came out in 2014. The the winter sets were pushed till March 1st, I believe. And I believe the same thing is happening here because of the Lego Batman movie. Lego priorities those sets on shelves so that they sell better instead of having the Lego Star Wars competition. It's all marketing bullcrap, but that's what Lego does. For North America, it's weird because you can buy all these sets anywhere else in the world right now except North America. Very strange. That's how Lego does it. I don't know. But I'm sure a lot of you are also asking, well, if they're not in North America, how did I get my hands on them? Pretty simple. I ordered them directly from Europe. They came from Europe. Took a couple of weeks, but they finally came. I got them directly from Europe. And if you'll notice, there are no piece counts on these boxes. Fun fact about Lego sets from Europe or anywhere else in the world except for North America, they don't have the piece count on them. I don't know why they do that, but they do. That's how you can tell the difference between a European Lego set and a North American Lego set. And I shouldn't say European because it's Europe, Asia, Australia, New Zealand, etc., all those other countries outside of North America. So, fun fact. All right, getting on to Scarif. So, fun thing about this set right here, it's called Battle on Scarif. So I actually already built one of them. I bought two specifically for this Scarif mock. So we could look at this and we could just see this is like literally probably 4 or 5 times smaller than the actual landing pad from if you were to build it in full minifig scale. It's very small, but it is a great starting basis for a Scarif mock like this. At least to rip the parts, get an idea of how Lego was designing Scarif, and then kind of rip it apart and rebuild it into a much bigger Scarif landing pad if I do it. And I'm pretty sure from the comments I saw, a lot of you do want me to do it, so I'll probably do it. I'm not sure whether I'm going to build that ship that is on the landing pad, because I'm already planning on building the AT-ACT, and building that ship on top of that would be a lot. So we'll see. We'll see how much time we're at, like halfway into the mock. If we're cruising along, got most of the terrain done, the beaches are all done, and we're halfway through on the AT-ACT and there's not many problems with that, then I'll probably build the landing craft or the ship that the Rogue One crew comes in on. I might build that as well, if everything goes to plan, which that cannot always happen, so we'll see. All right, well, anyhow, I don't want to spend too much talking, guys. I want to get right into this episode. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to take a look at the sets. I know a lot of you want to see these sets. I also want to mention that I will have individual videos on each and one of these sets. And when I say individual videos instead of review, I'm talking about doing a different style of review. I'll talk about this at the end of the video if you want to hear more about it. I'm not going to ramble on any longer. Let's get right into the video, guys, right now. Okay, guys, so the next thing I want to go into is basically the first part of the destruction of Kashyyyk. Now, obviously, I had 2 individual videos on the destruction of Kashyyyk and moving it to Brick Fair and then taking it from Brick Fair and putting it into cases. Well, this is the first case that poor Kashyyyk is in. And what you're seeing here, you can kind of see it under here, is the final like, what happened to Kashyyyk after Brick Fair. It's basically been majority destroyed, at least parts of it. This particular part is the front end of the beach, and we're actually going to be using almost all of these parts right here on our Scarif mock over here. So this had to happen. I know it's sad. But anyhow, I do want to also mention that this bin that it's currently in, you can kind of see it has wheels. This is the type of bin that you would use, I believe, for storing clothes under your bed. I got this at Walmart for like $6 maybe. It's very useful because it's actually big enough that you can store gray base plates and have them connected. So if you're looking for a container that can hold gray base plates, because most containers for some reason aren't big enough to hold gray base plates without warping them at least, and I mean sitting them down flat in the bottom. If you're wondering, a nice case, this is going to be great. I'm actually going to use the same case to transport Scarif from here to the ping pong table, as well as if I take Scarif to a convention, which is a likely possibility. So if you're wondering how I transport stuff, this is how I do it. I'm going to go ahead and kind of open up, get rid of some of this bubble wrap, and we'll take a look and see what's in here that we can use. Alright guys, so after opening this up, this is pretty much the entire front side of Kashyyyk. If you have watched the Kashyyyk weekly segments, you'll know exactly what all of this is here. It is very sad to see all of this, but you know what's great is almost all of these parts will be used for Scarif. We have the beach design, especially like this right here is a great example. It's going to look similar, but I'm going to go for a different type of the front beach. We're definitely going to utilize this dark tan. However, it won't be on the front side where the water's facing, but the opposite side when we go into the jungle. So it's kind of be reversed is what we're going to do. Also, we're going to rise it up just like this. This is a section of the beach as well, and we're going to rise it up kind of like that. Here's another section. It's actually quite big, actually. Another section that I kind of tore out of here. And then another thing is here is all the front parts with all of this, all those studs stacked up. That took a while. They still got it all. It's all pretty much still together, and even right here, it's all still together as well. I'm not sure whether I'm going to use this. I told you guys I want to go for a different tiled method instead of just filling in a bunch of studs. So I think these won't really be useful for the Scarif mock. We'll have to see, honestly. So I don't know, just kind of sad, you know, just parts of the mock here, little on the sad side, but it has to happen, guys. And you can just see there's just more of the beach. It's pretty much the entire beach in here, but this is a great start. I'm going to tear all of this apart, guys, and I'm going to use all of this in the beginning of the Scarif beach. So this is literally almost everything we'll need. There are some more elements, like you can see them right here, like one by one. I'm gonna one by one little plates. Those will be very useful. I'm gonna have a lot of those. Order a lot of those because I don't have as many as I want. As well as some more sloping type of things right here. Definitely gonna utilize a lot of that. So this is a great starting basis, and this will definitely help us really start crafting the beach in very, very close, honestly. We can start going. I remember it took a couple weeks into Kashyyyk, like I think it was like week 7 or 9 until we actually started putting some tan base plates down. We're going to go much faster with this. So now that we have all the parts basically here, it's almost, I'm not going to just take this, slap it on a base plate, call it a day. I'm going to take it completely apart. I'm not going to show you that because that's just very long and boring, honestly, but I'm going to take all of this apart, sort it all, at least into piles, and then I'll start building Scarif from the remaining bits and pieces that I've sorted from all of this that you see here. But this is a great start. This is how we're going to build the beach. We're not going to get to building the actual beach in this particular segment. That will be next week. But this is a great start to go from. All right, guys. So I know it's sad, but this is a new beginning, honestly. All right, guys. This came in right here. This is really awesome. Let me just show you what this is. Look at all of these. These are, I'm going to just open it up right now. Oh, there we go. These are all the parts that we need to build a tree, except for the actual limbs of the tree. That is what we're missing. The majority, what we need is right here. So here
is the stem, and then what I love about this, I'll just start building this right away, is you can just stack them right into each other. Super easy, honestly. It's not that hard. I forget what the element, I think it's just called a tree limb or a tree stem part. I bought these off Bricklink. If you guys don't know what Bricklink is or don't know how to order from that site or anything about Bricklink in general, I believe it was the 3rd week of the Kashyyyk segment. You can go back and take a look at that. I'm not going to take a week and of Scarif and go about that. I'm not going to waste your guys' time. I want to get straight into building with this particular series. So yeah, we're going to take one of these right here. You'll notice these parts scattered throughout it, all of this. And what we're going to do is just stick it right on the top here. Do that right now. There we go. Just sticks right in there. And from that, we're going to build the part of the tree. So I don't have a bunch of these parts on hand, but I do have some from this Scarif mock over here. So that's really bad, but you get the idea. So here are, like, it's going to be a much bigger limb tree than this, but this is the general idea. I think this is a little too long for a palm tree. Might shorten it just a tad bit, but this is the general idea of what I want to do for all the palm trees, is to use these elements right here. I think they're great. Just comparing them to the Lego version over here, there's quite a bit of a difference. I actually can just take this and we can compare it just like that. The problem with Lego's version is it's stagnant. You can't move it whatsoever. And that has some advantages and disadvantages. The advantage is it won't move if you're working around it. But with this, you have so much more flexibility and you can craft it just exactly the way you want it. So there are pros and cons with both. And you know what? I'll just take this last limb over here and stick it on right there. So there we go. 2 palm trees. This one certainly is not what I aim to make. I promise it'll look a lot better than that. But it does give you a decent idea of what I have in mind, at least with the stem part, of what I want to do with these trees. So these elements all right here are absolutely fantastic. I can't wait to start building more of these trees, guys. I'm going to experiment. I'm probably going to build 4 different types of trees by next week, and you'll get to see. We'll compare against the trees. I'll get you guys to either vote or at least leave your suggestions on if I pick a particular one or you think another one's better. I'll get your comments and feedback from that, and we'll go from that. But that's going to be it, guys. Kind of a short segment. I do want to just show you parts are coming in, sets are coming in, everything's starting to happen. We're going to start destroying parts and stuff like that from Kashyyyk and utilizing that in the mock. But it's all coming together. So, yeah. All right, guys, so the last thing I want to just touch on is back in last week's segment, I showed you all the plans, and I wanted to show this first line right here where the beach and water meet. This first line on section 1, that is the thicker one, more bold one. That is the important line. The other line is basically where the inland trees start. But basically, I've gone ahead and made that line out of Lego. So here's what it looks like. Pretty much looks exactly on point with the with what I had in mind. It's pretty accurate. The only thing I might fix a little bit is over right here. The edges could use a little bit more smoothing out around here, a little bit more jaggier. I definitely, from here, this point, all the way to here, I'm pretty sure it's spot on perfect. At least I like the way that kind of looks. I might taper this a little bit more curve to have a little bit of a curve to it, but on this side, absolutely perfect. This could use a little bit more work, so I might change this a little bit over the next week or so. But yeah, that's it, guys. So we'll start building the beach from right here. We're gonna start figuring out the Technit pins and
how all that stuff is going to fit together between all these plates, because there won't be Technic pins here or between this part right here because of the water. There are no translucent Technic pin things like that. Well, I think there's blue ones, but I'll look into it if there is, but I'm pretty sure there isn't. But other than that, guys, that is going to conclude our segment. We're definitely getting there with Scarif, and it's starting to kind of look like something. Maybe if we put this plant over there. There we go. Look at that. Scarif. Not even close. But we got a lot more work, guys. I can't wait. This is a great start. I do like how this is looking already. What do you guys think down below in the comments? So let's go ahead and head out to the end part of the video. All right, guys. So I hope you enjoyed the video. We went through a lot of awesome stuff. Got to see Port Kashyyyk, at least part of the first part of Kashyyyk kind of being torn apart, that beach area. Showed you, we got to take those pieces apart. It had to happen, guys. I'm on a budget. I could have, again, I talked to this in the last video, but I could have rebought a lot of the pieces to make Scarif and possibly keep most of the stuff for Kashyyyk. It doesn't make much sense because I'll probably never rebuild Kashyyyk, and it kind of needed to happen. I mean, it's just Lego parts sitting in a garage or elsewhere, just sitting there doing nothing. I'd rather put it to use on another mock than have it just sit there. So, makes sense. At the beginning of the video, I was talking, or at the very end of the beginning part of the video, I was saying that I want to do something else with these sets in terms of the reviews / videos. What I was talking about is I'm planning on doing reviews on these sets, but not the current style reviews. My current style reviews is I open the set, time-lapse, in-depth review, and then my thoughts and opinions, and that usually totals between 15 to 25 minutes. And let's be honest, a lot of you don't watch a full review. Now, I'm sure a couple of you, or I wouldn't say a couple, probably like 25, a fourth of you, 25%, fourth, same thing. About a fourth of you watch the entire review. The other 3/4 don't watch the entire review. In fact, the analytics and research I found is that you guys only watch about 5 minutes of a 20-minute review. That is always true with a lot of YouTube videos. That isn't specific to my videos. That's just how videos in general on YouTube work. People have a certain attention span, and if you don't like it, I believe it's between 4 to 8 minutes. If you're not in that key time, you'll get people skipping around or not watch the entire video. And obviously, I think with the Kashyyyk segments, of all 57 of them, I think the average watch time between all of them was like 9 minutes of a 30-minute episode, which is fine. I don't really care as much about that. I want to have that full content in there. I don't want to cut Scarif or Kashyyyk or any of that, cut it back, because I want all of the content to be there for anyone who's interested in every little bit and detail on the mocks that I build. So it's important that I have all that. With reviews, I feel like I can compact it down to a much smaller video if I do it right. And so that's kind of what I want to do with these set reviews. I don't want to just build a set and say it's cool and call it the end of the video. I want to do something different, because there are YouTube video or YouTube channels that are like YouTube Lego channels that do like 5-minute like set things, and most of the time they're just building the set and they just kind of do a little turntable of the set, and that's the set. That's boring. I want to do something else. I kind of want to change the game when it comes to reviews. So I might make another video saying, hey, I'm going to change the style. I might not. I might just come out with the new videos. I don't know. I will tell you that I'm doing individual videos on these sets, but I won't call them necessarily reviews, because I don't know exactly what I have in mind to do that. All right, now I got all that away. What else is in store for Scarif? Next week, guys, we're gonna put some beach down. We're gonna get this going. Okay, we've walked around it enough. I wanna get the beach going. I also want to look more into how we're gonna connect the plates, the Technic pins, and parts and all that. We're gonna see how that's gonna come together. It's gonna be a little tricky because the entire mock has to be built up on one brick, or at least one brick high, because of the Technic pins and how the connection is going to be made. So that will make it a little tricky for water, I think. So we'll have to work around that and see what that looks like. I'm going to order some trans blue tiles and bricks and stuff like that, get that going. So hopefully that'll be here by next week. Likely we probably won't be able to get to see that until the 4th segment, but I do want to at least try some new methods in the next segment. Other than that, guys, I'm very excited for next segment. We're gonna do some cool stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed this segment. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. If for some reason you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, guys. I have weekly segments of building Scarif every week, every Friday, so don't miss out on that, okay? Definitely hit that subscribe button. If you didn't like the video, you know what to do, but, you know, thumbs up's always appreciated. If I didn't satisfy your Lego needs, leave a comment below what I could improve on then. I think that's going to be it, guys. I don't want to ramble on too much here. So I'll see you guys in next week's segment. I hope I have a great and wonderful day. Bye-bye.